Good morning, y'all. Welcome back. Here's my evidence that life and things don't have to be perfect. Sometimes you just have to put your foot forward and do the thing. I've started working out. I'm going to share more about the program I'm using and stuff later. I was avoiding it because that garage is absolutely filthy and a disaster, but I just was like, that's not an excuse. I can deal with the garage, but I need to work out. So that is what I have been doing. I am proud of myself and also very sore. After I finished my workout, I came to go for a little walk. And when I walked by the arena, the dogs were having their morning run, scuttle, fight, play fight thing that they do. They kind of pair off and I don't know, it's doggy fight club, I guess. And you do see a new puppy here. I will talk more about her a little bit later, especially for those of you who are interested because she is going to be available at some point in the near future to a new and loving family. So I'm just going for a little walk in the woods. It was quite enjoyable. Kaya and Douglas joined me because they're the most energetic, and fighting for an hour in the morning playing. When I say fighting, I mean like dog playing is not enough to wear them out. So they went with me for a walk too. If you find yourself feeling like your husband isn't paying you enough attention, get yourself a pair of butt scrunch leggings. Okay. It's like a moth to a flame. I'm actually feel like I need to hide out here from my husband right now. Christopher is chasing me around. So if you feel like you're not getting enough attention from your husband at home, try a pair of butt scrunch leggings. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Enough said about that. I am wearing my workout clothes and kimono still. I'm wearing the kimono to cover the butt scrunch leggings. I'll tell you that right now. But we have to actually, hold on, I need to take this headphone out. I have both of my headphones in because I have been just jamming out all morning to music while I did my makeup and drank my coffee and all the things. Let me just tell you, okay? Let's have a digress for a second. If you are feeling in a funk, if you are feeling in a bad mood, just kind of, might I recommend to you, friend, to get your Spotify open to a playlist of music that is like old to you, right? Your music that you used to listen to when you were like a teenager or in your 20s, early 20s, music that made you feel good, that made you feel alive. Like turn that playlist on and just let it rain down on you. Let it ring through your ears. I'm telling you, it's a mood changer. And I even though I know this, I forget it sometimes. And so this morning I was like, when I went to work out, I was like, I'm going to stop listening to the news and other, because normally I work out listening to like the news or a podcast or something very dull and boring, adulting things, darling. I was like, I'm just going to listen to music. Like people listen to music when they work out. And so I turned on one of my like old school playlists of like, I'm not going to tell you have to listen to what I listen to, okay, but it's like 90s country. I grew up on 90s country. I was raised on 90s country. So it just is nostalgic for me and I love it. And I also love that I cannot hear a song for like 20 years and still remember every single word. Anyhow, that's my advice to you because it's put me in a fantastic mood. Now, though, like I said, I'm having to like swat him away like a fly right now. But I need to put some real clothes on, okay? Because I am just wearing my workout clothes and a kimono, which brings me to my ThredUp order has arrived. I'm so excited, y'all. ThredUp is sponsoring today's video. I've worked with them for years. If you don't know, I feel like you probably do by now, but they are the world's largest secondhand retailer. They have the best brands, the best stuff. Let's open it up. Let's see what we've got. I'm going to try on some things. I got to find something to wear today so I can get out of these butt scrunch leggings so my husband will leave me alone. Okay, y'all, they have also completely revamped the ThredUp app. It is the best and easiest way to sustainably shop from, again, all of your favorite brands and get incredible discounts. It's super convenient. My theme for this order was summer, flowy, comfortable skirts. I love this skirt from Peruvian Connection. The estimated retail price was $153, and I got it new with tags on ThredUp for $41.99. This Shein skirt, again, I got it for $14.99 new with tags. Retail was like $32. They also have accessories. If you did not know that, I got these Betsy Johnson sunglasses that are super cute. I also got a scarf and this Lathe skirt. The estimated retail price on this was $95 and I got it for $26.99 on ThredUp and it's new with tags. The revamps they have made on this app are truly awesome. You can get access to exclusive deals, plus get early access to sales that they are running. You can totally personalize your notifications so that you can get price drop alerts and order updates. Plus, if you preset your sizes, they're going to filter everything through that, so you get to see stuff that actually is going to fit you. And there are 60,000 new arrivals added daily from those brands that you love. You can also save your searches so that you find out immediately when your favorite brands and styles are available in your size. Get the best thrifted finds right at your fingertips. Download the ThredUp app today. Link is in my description box. I feel as though I really do find the best stuff. I hunt for the right things, the exact things that I'm looking for, and I also make a favorites list. So if you're like, but Angie, I can't find the good stuff that you do, it's okay, I got you. I got a favorites list on there with stuff because I can't buy everything, you know. It's got all my favorites on there so you can shop, like you can use my skills to help you shop ThredUp. It's amazing. I knew we'd end up finding something to wear today. I made a giant mess out here, but that's all right. It's good. I'm comfy, and this is basically the antithesis of butt scrunch leggings. So I always make such a mess when I am trying on clothes and trying on things. It just, yeah. So I got to take a little time to clean up here. I've got a bunch of boxes. I've got a bunch of stuff listed on Poshmark, and I'm just trying to keep things organized because y'all, I have a little friend, a little mouse friend that lives in my office, and he's stealth. Okay. I can't get rid of him. I can't get him out, but his presence he makes himself known. Okay. If I leave a coffee cup in here, he gets in the coffee cup and then walks all over my desks and leaves like little mouse coffee footprints everywhere. So I really, at some point, am going to empty out this entire office. Lord help me. Look, I told you, music, man, music. Poor Chloe. She never hangs out with me, but she's hanging out with me since there's a new puppy here. She likes to hang out in my office. She's like, why did I come in here? I got a different new car. It's not really a new car. It's actually, I bought my parents' car from them. They decided they wanted to downgrade to like a sedan. And so I was like, well, I really, really like this was my mom's SUV, and I really liked it. It was so comfortable. I don't do a lot of like short driving. I'm usually like in the car for a road trip if I'm going to be in the car. And so I just thought, you know what, I would like your car. So anyways, I bought my mom's car from her. So that's why I have a different car now, which is exciting and fun and all the things. But I also am opening packages outside because I have to like sort things, farm stuff, kids stuff. I feel like that's always the game I'm playing when I have to open packages. And rather than make a mess in the house, I just do it out here at the trunk, and then I can move the cardboard because y'all do not, I mean, obviously like recycle your cardboard, but you can also, it's so great to use to kill grass or weeds. If you have like a path that you want to kill grass on, or if you want to start a new garden bed, just take the tape off of those boxes and use it to kill weeds or grass. It's fantastic. Great way to make use of all the boxes we now receive in the mail, most of us anyways. So this is Poppy. Isn't she so sweet? I'm trying to show you her eyelashes because you have never seen eyelashes on a dog like this. She just woke up from a nap and she's a little like, oh, what's going on? You know, but she has got the most insanely long eyelashes I've ever seen on a dog. She's a Cocker Spaniel. She is going through Kennedy's puppy program right now. And so the plan is that she will basically, if someone's really interested in her, you can reach out. I'll put the email down below in the description box. So it'll kind of be an option where you can, go ahead and get her from the puppy program. If someone's interested, she might keep her and put her through her full training program and then find her a home. Anyways, if you're interested in little Miss Poppy, here she is. Isn't she sweet? Sailor went to her new home. Kennedy and I took a little road trip and took Sailor to her new home. And she was just, oh man, she's so happy where she's at. She's got a wonderful family. Honestly, they remind me much of our family. So I think Sailor was like, yay, kids and fun. And she's just in the perfect new home. So I love it. I love being able to help Kennedy and help her find puppies, the right homes for, the family, making a family dog, because we love our dogs. So anyways, I'm showing you the steel tables because I got for my birthday, as you probably know, because I've said it about 100 times. I turned 40 later this month. And what I asked for is inside this shipping crate. Yeah. What I really wanted was a basically like commercial grade industrial mixer. So I did some research and I tried to balance, what I want with what was like reasonable and not ridiculously expensive and also wouldn't take up like our entire kitchen. And Christopher's having to help me. It weighs 150 pounds. 150 pounds. Yeah, you heard me right. He's helping me unbox this thing. The kids were all actually like watching from the table the whole time. They were like, what is happening? What is mom getting? So this is actually a 15 quart. So my KitchenAid is, I believe, a seven quart. Yes. She's a real beaut, Clark? So this is a 15 quart. And this is basically, like a commercial mixer. And especially this month with all of the birthday cakes, Millie has requested a snake cake. Ivy wants a bluey cake. Rosie is letting me choose what she gets this year. She told me we looked at a few and got some ideas, but she's letting me surprise her since it's her 13th birthday. I asked if I could surprise her because I kind of know what I want to do. So anyways, with all of the cakes and frosting and all of that, fall's coming up, holidays, like I just do so much baking and want to be able to make larger quantities of things. So yeah. Now, what you're witnessing here is the fact that Christopher and I could not figure out how to turn it on. Turns out it was broken. So happy birthday, me. I had to send that one back and have another one sent. So in a future vlog, I will show you the mixer because that one arrived broken, sadly. Yes, this is how exciting and thrilling my 40th birthday is that these are the kind of things that I asked for, was a mixer and this proofing box. If you've seen me make bread and other things, sometimes I'm real sneaky about the proofing time and I will put it on like a heating pad or my warming pad for food. And this is actually really cool because not only is it a proofing box, but you can also use it like a crock pot. It's really cool. It has a lot of different things that it can do, but it has humidity and temperature to proof your dough depending on, the climate that you live in and stuff. It can be annoying. Sometimes you have to wait a really long time. The temperature in your house and stuff can drastically affect the rise times on your yeast and things. So anyways, I'm very excited about that, the proofing box that I got for my birthday as well. So I'm just showing you Pup and Schwupps because they're so hilarious. Atlas, that dog just absolutely cracks me up because it wouldn't be this Gathered Nest vlog at this point without some baking, cooking, etc. Y'all, trust me when I tell you, if you want to be your family's favorite person in the whole world, you already are, but you know what I mean. If you really want to solidify it, just trust me and make this. I will put the recipe down below in the description box. It's very easy, and we are going to make some homemade funnel cakes. So again, we spend a lot of time at home. Like our kids are, part of activities and stuff like that, but we, have a home life that is very full, a lot of things going on just around our home and farm. And so, there's certain things that I feel like, oh man, I would love to like go to the state fair or something, but sometimes it just doesn't happen. And so it's summertime, and in summertime, I just love a good funnel cake. I love them so much. So I decided, let me make some for my family. And they are, like I said, very easy to make. It's not that hard. It is important, certain little steps like that you sift the flour before you begin. You kind of mix your dry ingredients in one bowl and then the wet ingredients in another bowl before you bring them all together. But you sift everything, including the baking powder, the flour, all of that. You're going to want to sift that just to make sure that it's not clumpy or anything. Put a little salt in there. And then it's really just like eggs and milk and sugar, basic things that you probably have around your house. I would say that the hardest part is some kind of a pan that you can put a few inches of oil in. It's the hardest part for me is flipping them carefully because, if you go to the fair and you watch them, they usually have like a deep thing. So they just push it under the oil that they're frying it in. They like push it under and flip it. But in my case, and probably in yours too, you kind of have to actually like pick it up and flip it. So that was the hardest part for me about doing this was, not hitting myself in the face with flaming hot fry oil. But once you kind of blend everything together and then bring the oil up to 365, 375. Okay, so the second part is No, the second hardest part is getting the sort of funnel cake shape into the oil. Because again, if you watch them make these at the fair, they have like a funnel that has a little handle squeeze that allows that to kind of flow out. And so I didn't have one of those. And so all I had was like a silicone funnel. And it's not so easy. I tried to like plug the end of it with my finger and then like slowly drip out the batter. It just didn't, it wasn't quite as easy for me. So then I tried putting it in a measuring cup. Yeah, you can see that it's just, listen, this is a very forgiving thing. Just go in circles, starting from the outside and work your way in circles. You can, kind of double up and you go back on yourself a little bit there so that it all sticks together. It's very forgiving and it tastes so amazing that nobody really cares what it looks like. But if you want it to look like a real funnel cake, that's kind of, if you've got a steel funnel or something like that, maybe spray it with a little bit of cooking spray on the inside so that the batter comes through very easily. I'm using my little powdered sugar ball thingy that is it's like a pastry ball that allows you to sprinkle powdered sugar on things very like evenly and pretty. I love those things. They're so fun. They feel like super bougie and you get like 2 of them for $7. I'll link them down below in the description box. But they're really fun for like sprinkling different things on different pastries and baking things and stuff. It's fun. Listen, what is life if we're not, making it fun and finding ways every day to make things a little bit special and fun? Doesn't mean we have to make funnel cakes every day. You can see that second funnel cake I made there kind of looks like dog turds. So you really want to go with the kind of squiggly, not so thick. The second one was where I tried to use the measuring cup, the one that's like closest to the camera. That was where I tried to use the measuring cup just to like pour it. Don't do that. That didn't work. We went back to the funnel, even though it's a little janky. We went back to the funnel. But these children, man, they were cracking me up. They were just like, especially Amelia. You will see that the other kids come and they eat some, they take some, they go sit down somewhere, whatever. Millie just stands here and like pounds this funnel cake for like 20 minutes. She absolutely loved it. Pay no mind to Ivy's hair. This is, she woke up and this is what her hair is just. She has that kind of hair that just tangles so much when she sleeps. And every day it's like brushing out dreadlocks or something every single day, trying to get all of that out. That's the idea, right? With dreadlocks, you're not brushing it. You're supposed to just let it keep going. But with her, it has to be brushed out. So anyways, I was like, oh, here, we'll share some. This recipe makes a lot of these. So if you don't have as many children as I do, you might want to cut the recipe in half, because even with having as many kids as I do, I was still thinking like, can I put some of these on a plate and drive them over to my sister's house? Like, what am I going to do with all of these? Because I don't think funnel cakes like reheat well, So it was like, oh, well, shoot, guess we're just going to have to eat them all. Just stand here and eat them all, which we pretty much did. They're so good, y'all. Just such a special little fun treat. Middle of the week randomness. My kids didn't know I was making them. So it was just like a fun thing, That's what I like, is sometimes just when life is like crazy and the world feels like it's falling apart sometimes and everything is just like holy cannolis, just something special and fun that is nostalgic. I love funnel cakes. They remind me of my childhood. So delicious. This is the other thing that I have to tell you guys about. On 4th of July, there was a baby deer, had kind of been screaming over here for a while. It took the kids a while to figure out what it was, what was going on. To make a very long story short, we talked to the wildlife people. We left her alone for a while, but she was continuing to cry and her mom wasn't coming. I'm saying all of this so that you know that typically, if you find a fawn, you should just leave it alone, because their moms hide them and then they go off and they find food, and they are usually pretty close by and they will come back. The problem here was that this little one was dehydrated. Her mom was not coming back, despite the fact that she was calling for hours and hours and hours. Her mom was not coming back. So after a while, we decided to go ahead and just make sure not to like mess with her, pick her up or take her or anything, to leave her where she was, but see if we could offer her some milk. fawns can drink goat milk. They also make fawn milk, but all we had was goat milk. So Christopher made her up a little bottle, and then I reached over the fence and fed her. It was incredibly hot this day, very humid and stuff. So we left her all day. And then after talking to the wildlife place, they told us that it was very likely that her mother was not coming back. It had been too many hours. We brought her into a stall overnight because there was fireworks. Obviously, it was 4th of July, and we have a lot of coyote and fox activity. So we brought her into a stall, and she slept in a stall overnight. And then we took her to the wildlife rescue the next day, even though my children were like, please, can we keep her? I'm like, no, we cannot keep a fawn. I draw the line at trying to raise a pet deer. Okay. I believe the lady told us like 100+ other fawns that she has taken in over the last month or so. Insane. Anyways, that was our 4th of July fun, was a baby deer. Don't forget, you can get the best thrifted finds. Download the ThredUp app today. The link is down below in my description box.